Okay. So, hello and hi everyone. My name is Mr. Hazwan from Malaysia. I'm an English language teacher and yeah, I've been teaching for quite some time, 10 years if not mistaken. And I've been to the States back in 2019. So if you have any question regarding United States, you can ask me.
Yeah. So
And other
yeah.
question as well. Yeah, please.
So we can take up that question and answer session right after the topic,
Yes, yes.
because we are now so curious to learn that particular topic.
Mm-hmm.
So for grade 10 and for grade 6th and 7th students, selected students have started this topic, and
Mm-hmm.
direct and indirect speech has been a topic of maybe a complication for my students, because
Mm-hmm.
not many students are able to make out this topic due to the many rules
Yeah.
involved in this particular topic. Even being a teacher, I don't feel that much comfort in teaching this topic because there are many rules and regulations,
Yeah, there are many rules,
so need to
obviously.
be taken care of. So sometimes I feel that it's better to leave it up. But in terms of the value of this particular topic, I think it should be taught in a proper way and in a comprehensive manner, so that the students
Mm-hmm.
can apply this particular topic in their real life. So
Yes.
I personally feel that this topic should be dealt with a way that should reach to the students' minds, and so that they
Yeah.
can apply it in turn in their write-ups.
Yes. True enough.
Yeah. Yes, please go ahead. I will enable you to share your screen if you want.
Okay, I'm going to share my screen.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Okay, I hope you can see the screen.
Yeah, we can see.
Good. Okay, so let me do something. Okay, so hello and hi one again. This is what we are going to learn today, which is the reported speech. So interrogative versus assertive sentences. So we are going to look at reported speech, and we are going to focus on interrogative sentences and also assertive sentences. So our session today, I hope that we can have a 1 hour session. If we cannot have a 1 hour session, we are going to cut it short, and then I will share the slide with your teacher so that he can continue doing the same thing. Okay, so these are the 4 areas that we are going to cover. The first one is
Praveen, what hell are you doing? Praveen?
what is reported speech, and then when to use reported speech, how to use reported speech in interrogative sentences, and how to use reported speech in assertive sentences. So we are going to go one by one until we can uh, get to know on how to use at the end of this session. Okay. Why I'm using interrogative first? Because it has lesser rules to be remembered compared to assertive sentences. Okay. So, welcome everyone. How are you doing? I hope you are doing fine. If not mistaken, right now it's around 6 p.m. So, I hope that you have taken your early dinner or, or late lunch, so that if you want to learn or you want to study, don't come to your class with an empty stomach. It's going to be difficult for you to absorb new knowledge. Okay. So what is a reported speech? What is a reported speech? So reported speech is when we want to report on what someone said in the past. Report on what someone said in the past. We uses a reporting verb such as say, tell, said, talk, told, and speak when we write the reported speech sentence. Okay. Where's my video? Maybe I'm having problem with my video. It's okay. Oh, the video is not here. It's okay. Okay. Now, we are removing the quotation marks in a dialogue. So basically, when we are writing a reported speech, we are removing the dialogue. Okay, so we make the dialogue into the sentence. Okay, we bring dialogue into the sentence. For example, this is a very simple example for everybody. Okay, what is direct speech and what is indirect speech or reported speech? In direct speech, we have a dialogue. So he says, I am ill. He says, I am ill. When we write in reported speech, we are going to remove the quotation mark and make it as part of the sentence. He says that he is ill. He says that he is ill. So that is an example of direct speech versus reported speech or indirect speech. So we have a conjunction. When we remove the quotation mark, we have to put the word that, refer to what that already being said. He says that he is ill. Okay, and we change the pronoun from I to he, because in the dialogue we use I. In the reported speech, we change the pronoun to he. So he says I'm ill, change to he says that he is ill. Okay. Okay. Let's try to do this together. He says I am strong. He says I am strong. So what is the reported speech for he says I am strong? Before you try, let's take a look at the example, the previous example. He says I am ill. You remove the quotation mark and you put the conjunction that. Okay, so we remove the quotation mark and we change to that. Next, we change the I to he. We change the M to is. Okay, so he says that he is ill. Okay. So what about the next sentence? Oh, sorry, the annotation clear. Okay. So now we have he says I am strong. So we have to remove the quotation mark. Next, we need to move. We need to change the pronoun and also the linking verb over here. So what is the reported speech for this sentence? So the reported speech for this sentence is, okay, first we change from the quotation mark, we change to conjunction that. Okay, he says that, he says that, and then what happened next? Change the pronoun to he is strong. Okay, he says that he is strong. Okay, So you can see just now, we remove the quotation mark, we change to conjunction, and then we change the pronoun I to he. And finally, we change from am to is. So he says that he is strong. So this indirectly we learn the rule of uh, indirect speech or reported speech. Okay, next, when to use reported speech. When we use reported speech. So before we go to the when, so there are some other names for reported speech. For example, we have indirect speech, indirect narration, or indirect discourse. But most probably we are going to hear indirect speech or reported speech only. So when we use reported speech, when we want to retell what someone has said without changing the meaning. Okay, and also when we want to quote someone without changing, using his own words without changing the meaning. So when you want to retell what someone has said, we use the reported speech. For example, you heard your friend, your classmate talk about something, and then you go to your teacher, you tell your teacher, teacher, he said that he did this. So that is how you use reported speech. You want to tell someone what did he or she already say. So that is an example, a simple example of how you can use reported speech. Okay, let's take a look at this one. He says that he is strong. He says that he is strong. So this is a reported speech. Let's analyze this together. So we have three colors over there, the white, the red, and the yellow. So in the white that I highlighted, white is the reporting speech. Who is reporting? He says. And we need a verb in a reporting speech. Next, we have the reported speech. The reported is, he is strong. We also need another verb. The linking verb there is strong. So this is basically the structure of a reported speech. You must have who said something, who told you something, and what did he say. Okay, who told you and what did he say. Okay, reporting speech, conjunction that, and also the reported speech. Okay. So we are halfway through now. We are entering the interrogative sentence. What is interrogative sentence? Okay, so interrogative sentence is question. Okay, so you interrogate someone. So there must be a question mark at the end of the sentence to make it as an interrogative sentence. So these are the simple rules when you want to change from interrogative sentence to reported speech or indirect speech. The first one, the reporting verb will be said to somebody. Okay, and then usually we are going to use the conjunction whether, if, or it might be a WH type conjunction. Okay, whether, if, or we use what, who, where, when, how, and why. Okay. Next, tenses will change according to sentence. So if in the sentence is present tense, the passive will be past tense. If present continuous tense in the direct speech, the indirect speech will be past continuous tense. Okay. Okay. And then the fourth rule, end with a full stop, not a question mark, because the direct speech will end with a question mark because this is interrogative sentence. Meanwhile, for the indirect speech or the reported speech, it will end with a full stop. Okay, so make sure we remove the question mark when we change from interrogative sentence to the reported speech. Okay, so let's take a look at example. Interrogative sentence. He said to me, are you reading a magazine? He said to me, are you reading a magazine? So the reported speech will be, he asked me if I was reading a magazine. Okay, so let's analyze this sentence together. What we need to change. Okay, so first thing that we change is the from said, okay, to ask. Why? Because there is a question mark. So that's why it is ask. Okay. And then in order to remove this quotation mark, we use the conjunction if. Okay, so he said to me, are you reading a magazine? And then we change to, he asked me if I was reading a magazine. So that is how we change from interrogative to reported speech. And if you can see that, even though we have a question mark over here, we change to full stop in the reported speech. Okay. I hope I'm not too fast. Okay. Next. Okay. He asked me. Okay, so these are some of the things that I highlighted. He said, changed to he asked. And then we use if to remove the quotation mark. And then we remove the question mark, make it a full stop. Okay, so that's how we change from interrogative sentences to reported speech. So let's try this together. Okay. The interrogative sentence. She said to me, do you know BTS? I do not know BTS. So I do hope that some of you might know what is BTS. Okay, so before we try this, let's take a look at the previous example again. So he asked me, he said to me, are you reading magazine? He asked me if I was reading a magazine. So we change the say to us. We change we remove the quotation mark. We make it if, and then we remove the question mark, change to full stop. So let's take a look at this one. So we need to change said to what? We need to change to ask. Okay. And then we need to remove the question mark to make it as a full stop. Change to full stop. Okay. We remove the quotation mark and we use conjunction. What conjunction that is suitable? Maybe if. Okay. If or whether. Okay. So she said, we change to she asked me. Remember just now, we have to change said to ask me. Whether I know or I knew BTS. So let's take a look. What is the reported speech for this interrogative sentence? Okay, so what is the reported speech? Okay, so meditation, clear my points. So she said, we changed to ask, and then we remove the word to. She asked me whether. So remove the quotation mark, change to whether, and then change you to I, and then we change no present tense to past tense. Okay, so she said to me, do you know BTS? We changed the reported speech. She asked me whether I knew BTS. Okay. Okay. I hope you can follow what I've been explaining. Okay. Because right now we are entering another section. Just now it is interrogative. Not many rules that we have to remember. However, for assertive sentences, there are a lot more to be remembered. Okay. And you really need to do some practice in order to fully understand how to change from assertive sentence to reported speech. Okay, so I'm going to give you some simple example for all of you to understand. Let's try this. Jack says Kate has gone to New York. Jack says Kate has gone to New York. So the reported speech is Jack said that Kate has gone to New York. Okay. What can you see from the assertive sentence and the reported speech? What can you see in the assertive sentence and reported speech? So in assertive, if the sentence is in present tense, you have to change it to past tense. So it is going to be like that. If the sentence is present tense, you have to change into past tense. If the assertive sentence is present continuous, the reported speech must be past continuous. If it is perfect, present perfect, so reported speech will be past perfect. So it's going to be backwards and backwards and backwards. It depends on your grammatical understanding of how to change the tenses. So you should understand the tenses, and then you'll be able to change it into reported speech. Okay. Next, you see here, has gone to New York, has gone to New York. So the story will not be changed. Okay. Jack says, Jack said. So Kate has gone to New York. That's all. You don't change into other tenses. Okay. Except when we look at other rules. Okay. Okay. If the assertive sentence is in past tense and then past tense again, look at what happened to the verb in the that you are going to report. Okay, over here, Kate tells him about going to New York. And then in the reported speech, we changed to told him about going to New York. So this requires not only understanding or memorizing the rules, it's how you are going to use it in your real life when you are writing. Okay. Okay. Some simple rules. I try to simplify the rules so that you don't have to think of too many rules when you are doing reported speech. So the first one, the tenses is always present to past, present to past. Okay, present tense, past tense, present continuous, past continuous, present perfect to past perfect. So it's going on like that. Except when you have past perfect, it can change to past perfect continuous. Okay, past perfect change to past perfect continuous. Okay, and then the next rule is that whenever you have models, you have to change from shall to should, will to would, can to could. Okay, and the last rule is that there's no changes in universal truth. So if we are reporting about the earth, the moon, so we cannot change the tenses because the fact is there. Okay, you cannot change the fact. Okay. So are you ready to do this exercise together? So let's take a look. The assertive is Mark said to me, Julie is writing a book. Mark said to me, Julie is writing a book. So let's go back to the rule just now. Present to past. Present to past. Is there any model? I don't think we have a model over here. Yeah. So just focus on the verb, the tenses. Yeah. So we have over here, said and is writing a book. So which one do we need to change? So is it said or is? Okay. Is it said or is?
Can you change this example from assert to reported?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It's okay if you commit mistake. No problem. We are learning together.
Yeah. Okay. So go ahead.
Mark told me that Julie was writing a book.
Wonderful. So let's take a look. Good job. So let's take a look. Mark said to me, okay, just now you say Mark told me, so fine. If over here, we don't need to change everything, right? So Mark said to me, still correct. Just now you said that Mark told me. So that's another good answer. Mark told me that, told me that Julie was writing a book. Okay, was writing a book. So was writing a book. From is changed to was. Okay, good. Okay, so next, let's take a look. He said the students were learning in the class. Okay, remember, past to present to past. And then if we have past, we change to another level backward. For example, from past to past perfect, or so it's going to be like that. Okay. He said the students were learning in the class. Anybody wants to try doing this reported speech? I'm just going to highlight some, maybe some of the things that you need to do. Okay, change, open the quotation mark. Okay.
Lohita, Varshita,
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir.
Who can do this?
Yes, please.
Sir, can I?
Sir, can I? Yes, one of you do it. Yeah, do it.
Yeah, please.
He told that the students had been learning in the class.
Okay. Another person? Just now I heard there are two voices. So another person, what's your answer?
So Nagalakshmi, you try.
Yes, sir. He said that
the students had been learning in the class.
Wonderful. So good. Both of you are giving a very good answer. Let's take a look. Okay. He said that the student had been learning in the class. So wonderful, good job. I think I've made a mistake of coming tonight. All of you have done a very good job. I need to change the topic later. Okay. Or maybe the sentences are very easy. Okay. But that's the purpose, to make sure you are able to get the answer. Okay. So next, let's take a look. Oh, I guess that's all. That's the end of the session for tonight. Okay, if you have any question, please ask. Okay, I don't plan to make it too long,
Okay,
because
no
last time
problem.
we
And
were cut short.
Hazwan, we can have another session very soon, and we have only 5 minutes time is left in this session. So I think the way you dealt this particular complicated topic, I think it definitely was possible only by the expert teachers. So to
No, please
emphasize,
don't.
actually you stressed each and every rule clearly by explaining rule by rule, and again example by example. So I think that this could have a good impact on the students' understanding. So you have done a wonderful job. I think you succeeded in imparting this particular complicated topic to these young minds.
Thank you very much for such a high praise. I just try my best to share in a very simple way, because I, as a student as well, when I was a student, this is one of the most difficult part in grammar. So I do want to bring the same horror and terror to your students when learning this grammatical rules. Okay.
So Hazwan, and would you please stop sharing so that I can take you to my students?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, students, we have just, I mean, 3 minutes time is left. Hazwan, before we wind up this program and the session, will you please give very briefly and the tips to learn this particular topic, direct indirect speech?
Okay, so if you ask me about tips to learn direct and indirect speech, first is that you have to do a lot of practices, and then before you change from direct speech to indirect speech or to reported speech, identify some keywords. Just now I have highlighted. Look at the verb, look at the conjunction. Okay, when you want to remove the quotation mark, you should include the conjunction. Okay, and look at the tenses. Okay, so those two things are very important when you want to change from direct speech to indirect speech. Okay.
Thank you so much. So students, do you have any questions regarding this particular topic? Of course, old batch students have been learning this particular topic for the last 4 days.
Wow, wonderful.
Do you have any questions? Whether it is Jagadish or Lohita or anybody else, you can ask, because Sar is an expert from Malaysia, and he has been to United States of America as part of Fulbright exchange program. And I am sure that Sar is also going to take one more session on any particular complicated topic, and I am sure I am going to invite him again, maybe with a gap.
Please let me know. I'm very flexible. I'll be here and help you guys.
Yeah, definitely within 1 or 2 weeks time, I'm going to invite him, and by the time I am hopeful that this particular direct needed speech can be completed, so that he can brush you up on this topic one more time, and with expert inputs. I'm sure that it's going to be a very funny session next time. So
okay,
anybody you can ask, anyone can ask any question regarding this particular topic. And so Neeraja, do you have any questions, or Jagadish, do you have any questions? Lohita, do you have any questions? Because you have been learning this particular topic currently. Do you have any? The time is ticking at the moment. Only a few seconds left. Okay. I'm sure that nobody has doubts because you have explained everything in a quite way and in quite a comprehensive manner. So thank you so much, Haswan, for sparing your valuable time, and we wish you connect you again one more time. And so students, say thanks to our guest teacher, Haswan.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much for being here.
Have a nice